Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 7 of the Fortnite Summer Skirmish. I'm Blaze, joined with my main man, Crashy. Crashy, how you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be doing this test casting here with you. Obviously, we are not going to be there in person, but we wanted to jump in. We wanted to get some Fortnite casting, and I think we're going to have a good time with this game.
Exactly, right? Hey, might as well just bring the fun, and let's see who we got stacked up in this matchup. And we actually, we got a lot of our big names that we've seen so far from all the previous weeks as well. You're going to have your Nick Mercs, your High Distortion, your Ninja, your Dr. Lupo, your OPSCT, Ghost Domo, Not Vivid. You're going to have all the big boys in this one. And so it's going to be a good one. Let's actually talk a little bit about our format for this week. We're going to be doing a best of 5 game series. Now, the way that our scoring is going to be worked out is going to be per kill, 1 elimination. Per victory royale, it's going to be +5 on the points, and then when it comes down to if your team is able to get 8+ kills, you're gonna get +5 for points as well. So after the end of a 5 game series, whichever team has the most points is gonna be walking away with 40 racks. So that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, for sure. This format is definitely weighted heavy on the kills, so I'm interested to see how these players decide to play it. You do see a little bit more slow play whenever it's more focused on placement, but this one, those players are going to be wanting to get those kills. You don't get any points if you get 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th place, so they're going to be wanting to get these kills in this format.
It really is, though. And, so as we know, the pretty much the star of the Fortnite Summer Skirmish has been Not Vivid. He has one of the best average placements there is. And, the kid is just deadly. It just shows when you get that confidence early on that, as long as you got that, it doesn't matter who you're playing against. But we're going to be kicking this one off with my main man. It's the one and only. It's Nick Mercs. And the one thing about Nick is when it comes down to Nick's average placement, now he hasn't played in the majority of tournaments that Not Vivid has, but his average placement is up there, I believe, in the top 3 as well. So, I'm always looking to see what my boy can do on the sticks.
Yeah, Nick Mercs, a phenomenal console player. You guys know he is going to be paired up with Cypher PK. That's going to be the Luminosity player, an amazing streamer as well. And this is definitely nothing too crazy that we haven't seen. Nick Mercs dropping tilted towers, landing on that bottom floor. He's going to be picking up this first gun, looking for some shots.
Oh, getting some good shots in as well. Taking down Umi. So that's going to be a down right off the rip. And you already know he's going to try to get aggressive, get as many of those kills as they can, get some wood, build up, looking for this cleanup. And he looks like he should be able to get it. He's going to find this guy in the corner, so that's going to be easy peasy. Oh, but he's going to be left with 2 HP, catching a brick on that one. Now having to rotate, trying to see from his mini-map how close Cypher is, and Cypher's coming. Nick's just hiding. This is a smart play.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot of methodical movement to this. Now, he is going to get dropped, and that's going to be a big situation for Cypher to try to clean up on. He is potentially getting thirsted. That's going to be 1 second left alive on Nick, and he's going to get taken out.
He does go down. Now, we're going to be flipping on over. It's looking like we're going to be on board with... I believe that's going to be Baldy. Can't really see his name in the top left-hand corner.
Yeah, Optic Baldy, Optic organization. You know him. We love them, and this is going to be one of their newer additions. Actually, they added their team, I want to say, about a month ago, and we haven't seen a whole lot from them. But starting to get into the tournament, starting to come out with the pro play.
All right, let's take a flip on over to the other side of the map. It looks like we're going to be on board with Cruiser. Yes, I did donate him $10 in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Nah, just joking. It was a different guy. But in this one, you're going to see he's going to get a knock on Covert. So Covert's going to end up falling down. And so far, so good for these guys. Just 1 kill on the board. They're going to end up taking the land over towards Paradise. But, when it comes down to this map, we didn't see kind of which way the bus landed. But Crashy, tell me some of the strategy in which you want to use when you're trying to drop in these summer skirmishes. Do you want to kind of go towards the outskirts and work your way in? Or, if you can get like a good jump, let's say in Salty Springs where you see not a lot of people are going, do you want to land there?
I think you could. I think the thing about this format is you don't want to necessarily not fight in the early game because of the way that it's formatted. You want to get some of those early eliminations. They could be free, but it's the same, the script is kind of flipped on you as well. That could be the double-edged sword where you land somewhere and then they take you out. And so I think it just depends. You want to make it out of the early game. You want to make sure you're close enough to the action that you can actually get some of these kills. And we have Myth getting in a fight here.
This is big. Can he get this down? He's going to connect with that brick, looking for one more. Yes, he will. Taking out Jericho and his partner. So he's going to not be able to save Pokemon, though. So she's going to end up falling off through. But I do love the drop at Fatal Fields. And one thing about Fatal Fields is that besides there's a few vending machines, but it's also a lot of mats, and it looks like he's still getting pressured. He's going to be getting caught with a few of those nades, but we're going to switch on over, and we're going to be on board with Alpha Kimi. And he's going to have that Deagle in hand, but they're going to be getting pressed. We don't know about who just yet. We'll see, but they're right outside Dusty Divot trying to stay alive. We'll see if they can.
Now the ramp rushes are starting to come out, looking for a shot. That's going to be a big Deagle, 150 damage.
Yeah, he's going to connect directly with that one, but they're going to try to fight for this height advantage. He's looking. Now I'm going to start rotating around. He's going to end up locking eyes with one of them. And as you could see, the in-game effect, the storm striking right on top of that mountain. And now, for the first time ever, folks, you guys are going to see the cube. And it's actually kind of funny that they decided to do this during the tournament.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous of Epic Games. And if you actually see there down by the water, there's going to be a team looking over, now jumping on board with Reverse 2K and Masund, as they are just looking to fight in Paradise, chasing up on a team here.
Now, you see Reverse 2K, you know, this guy, he got a lot of criticism in some of his early summer skirmishes, but I think, you know, he's done a good job at silencing the haters. And as you see, Ninja and Dr. Lupo kind of push it up, and they're just like, what the hell? As you see them just flying across from it. Because, you know, this is happening during tournament time. So the fact that they're like, all right, well, let's go kind of investigate this, since especially we're on map number 1. But Ninja goes flying across the map. He didn't take too much damage, though. Not sure if you can actually take fall damage from that thing anyway. But I'm pretty sure he didn't know that, so definitely surprised. But we're on board with Ninja and Dr. Lupo right now. As far as mats, Dr. Lupo's not looking, you know, good on that. Need to get some farming done. And how crucial are mats at this type of competition? At this level of competition?
This level of competition, it's everything. And that's kind of how your early game is dictated. You see how the zone has actually gone northwest. That northwest zone means that Dr. Lupo and Ninja don't have as much time to sit still and farm. Now, having, you know, less than 100 mats of each type is definitely going to be detrimental, you know, to the play of Dr. Lupo and Ninja. They're going to probably have to share some mats, and hopefully they'll be able to, you know, kind of find themselves into the late game with a little bit more materials than they have now.
But this rift is perfect, and I gotta say, it's probably one of my favorite features that I've seen Epic add so far, just because it allows you to, you know, get across the map at a fast pace and reposition yourself. And it's looking like they're going to choose just to go to Dusty Divot, because like we said before, that Dr. Lupo definitely needs some more mats, and they're just sitting good with just a little bit over 1,100. And so this would be a good place for Dr. Lupo to get some wood, but also it's a lot of cover in Dusty Divot now with these trees. So, you know, as long as they be careful and make sure just to kind of sap these trees just enough where they, you know, have it at 50 health, they'll be A-okay. But now we're going to see them get some shields as well. So far, Ninja, when it comes down to his inventory as well, doesn't have much when it comes down to the weaponry. But, you know, at this level, it's all about how you use it as well, right?
Yeah, for sure. And you see this a lot in scrims, professional play, and different scenarios actually getting into a fight here. Dr. Lupo just trying to keep himself safe. Ninja throwing the rockets, or throwing the grenades, looking for a rocket play.
That's going to be some good damage. Now he's able to take down Space Lion. And at first, I was going to say that rocket didn't do much, but he was able to connect with the shots right after. And Space Lion is going to fall right away. So his teammate was dead. Probably got first blood early in those early engagements. But in this one, that's going to be Lupo and Ninja able to get his loot. Now we're going to switch on over. We're going to be on board with the other phase members. It's going to be phase thieves. And you see, they're going to be in engagement. They're looking for somebody, trying to see if he's right below him. And they're going to find exactly where he's hiding. But he's edited all the way down, just trying to find an opening, break through. One of these players, don't know who it is just yet. And it's looking like it's going to be, who was that?
That was Grenader Jake, and unfortunately he was taken out. And you could see that kind of like the methodical play of, you know, FaZe Thief and his teammate. They were just sitting back. They didn't feel the need to just jump on top of the one buy and pressure. They just could sit back. They could spam. They could use their team fire, and eventually they were going to pressure him out into a situation that was more favorable for them.
Yeah, I said let me up my quality on this YouTube video for whatever reason. It was playing on like 480p. All right, but back on board with Lupo in this one. And, you know, so far this team, I believe Ninja may have 1 kill, may have 2 kills total so far. Now, folks, if you're just joining us, just to reiterate, you know, there will be 1 point per kill, 5 points for the victory royale. And if you get 8+ kills, you're going to get an extra 5 points. So that would total to 13 if you have those 8 kills to achieve that, plus whatever kills you get after that. But we're going to see some rockets getting fired at Ninja and Dr. Lupo. Ninja, he's getting his low ground taken out. Dr. Lupo just trying to isolate the player in the back to give Ninja a 1v1 situation. But now, rotating back on over, Ninja taking some damage. Lupo, he's going to find that height advantage, get some good shots in. He's going to take down Musan. And now, reverse 2K is going to fall as well. That's going to be a win for Dr. Lupo and Ninja on that engagement. So they're getting closer to that +5 bonus off the 8 kills, and he'll be able to revive Ninja with no problem.
Yeah, that was actually a ridiculous play from Lupo. He recognized that he wasn't able to isolate that player. He needed to get that high ground. So he took a shot with the sniper, started ramping up, was able to find, Masun to get that kill, and then dropped down and finished off reverse 2K as well. So a really great play. They're going to be able to net some materials here. Hopefully they'll find some meds for Ninja to get him back up as well and keep these rockets and things in play. So, I wanted to kind of go back and talk a little bit about how we were talking about the loot.
Yeah.
And it's one thing, like I was saying, it's you're not always going to find the best loot in some of these situations because there are so many good players, so many people spreading out across the map. The loot just isn't as free.
Yeah.
More people in these professional settings are going to be staying alive, not dying out early, so the loot is going to be much more spread out. So if you're lucky to find some good guns, that's going to be great. But these professional players, these top tier players, they're going to be putting whatever they have, to work as best they can.
Exactly, because typically if you're playing like a regular duos game, a lot of those players that are not at that professional level is going to be, they're going to be getting that early on loot. They're going to probably be rushing a lot of gunfights, maybe taking a lot of bad gunfights, and they run into those pro players. Those are easy kills, and pretty much those players are kind of doing some of the looting for them, in that sense. But at this level, like you said, it's a lot more patient. These players are spread out. A lot of them are playing the edge of that gas as well. So, like it is, the loot's a little bit more scarce. But as we on board with Bizzle and Kitty plays, Bizzle getting super aggressive. He's going to land that shot. I think he hit him for 95. Yes, he did. Sorry, Parallax is going to be going down in that one. And I do believe his partner is going to be Nayshot. Nayshot is going to be out the mix as well. So, 100T is going to be out of this one for now. But Bizzle picking that one. Let's swap on back over to Kimmy and Samurai Suida.
Yeah, and look at this. I kind of like this. This is something that I've kind of employed myself in some of the FNPL scrims. You don't always have to be building, especially if you're in a situation where it's favorable for you to hide. You don't really want to waste a lot of mats. Look at his material situation. He's got
positioning too.
300, 220. He doesn't have a ton of mats, but they're on the edge of the map. They know that their north side is covered. So why build? Right now, they're just going to take it slow. They're going to get some extra info. They're going to wait for that zone to push in, and they're going to, decide what needs to come next for them.
And also at this point, he has 2 kills. We don't know how many kills his opponent has, but they do have a fight approaching. And these guys do not know that they're there. This could be huge, and it's gonna, what he's gonna do? He has a scar, he has the blue pump. He's gonna come out, he's gonna miss the pump, the quick build, and now this is not looking good. He's gonna be able to get some shots now. C Mills, Los Polos TV. They're gonna pick up both those kills, and if he was able to land that pump shot, it would have been good. They had already had 2 kills. That would have been 4. They were in a perfect spot for late game situations, solid points, but they just could not get it done. And now, as you see, we're gonna be on board with Zayat and Symphony as well. So, Symphony, he's gonna be patient. He's gonna be at the edge of the gas now. He knows that the guy's gonna be above him. He's gonna pyramid up top as well. Have that extra line of defense in case his opponents start trying to blow out those walls. But now, as you see, he's being patient. He's might just gonna choose to add. Oh, he knew the guy was in front of him, and Funk Bomb's gonna fall. It just shows how quick those edits are. But he's gonna get retaliated on right away, and Nate Hill taking him out, and you can just see the look on Symphony's face. He's just so upset about that fight.
Yeah, now jumping on board with Liquid Strafe, Drinky. So he's gonna be getting knocked down, just trying to keep himself up, keep the build going, trying to keep himself safe. And they actually have a minute ahead of them, but they do need to push into the zone. What do you think they need to do here?
You know what? Especially with just a minute left, they got 1 kill. Both teammates are alive. They're going to have to end up being aggressors on this fight at some point, just because based off how the circle is behind them. They're trying to take down some of this high ground first. And actually, I think this is their moment to strike. They got to go now, especially while the high ground is theirs for the taking. Also, while the pressure is on their opponents, you're gonna see using that Tommy gun to pick up that kill. He's gonna get some help from his teammate as well. So this is good. Still 26 seconds left on that gas. So they're in a good position. They added 2 more kills to the books, and that's gonna be good for them.
Yeah, and you got to expect by now, a couple kills here, a couple kills there. Some of these teams are probably encroaching on that potential 8-kill, elimination plus bonus. But with this format, with all of these people trying to get these kills, trying to get these points, you may actually expect that some of these teams aren't going to be able to because the kills are getting more and more spread. So Nate Hill making a bouncer play, just trying to get some space between him and his enemies. And, the match situation is not looking so good for Nate. The shields are low. The health is low. Oh my goodness, a ridiculous snipe on Zayt to finish that up. So Symphony and Zayt, they're going to be out of it. Nate Hill continuing on.
Yeah, Zayt didn't see that one coming. Zayt did not see it coming at all. But all right, gonna be on board with Valkyrie. Let's see what she can do. So far no kills for her, but still plenty of players left in this one. If you can get good loot, get good mats, get yourself towards that late game situation, you're still gonna have opportunity to get those kills. But at this point, you gotta assume that all these players is gonna kind of be feeling themselves in late game situation. If you're able to make it to late game, and especially you got some eliminations under your belt, you're going to have a lot of confidence. And confidence at this level of gameplay is everything. But she's getting pressured and she's going to fall. We'll see if Tempo can save her. He's going to build above her. He's going to protect her for now. But Tempo still trying to make some plays on the outside. He's going to drop a trap as well. Going to turtle in and try to protect her. And I believe this is Saints and OPST that are trying to get in and get the kill. And yes, they will. They will recognize the trap is there. They will know where her teammate is as well. And they're just looking Tempo. He's getting pushed in from all different angles, trying to hold off, but he can't do it.
Yeah, and that's the teamfire. But a big GL coming in. That grenade launcher shot was absolutely ridiculous. And OP trying to stick this Chug Jug. This is going to be a high value Chug Jug if he can get this off.
It really is, especially in this situation. And he's going to see those players that tried to come in with the third party from his west side. We'll see what they can do. We're actually switching on over. We're going to be on board with 72 hours.
72 hours. One of, in my opinion, one of the best players in the game. Yeah, for sure. one
of my favorites, if we're being honest.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. One of the best movies out there. One of the best players in the game. Trying to rotate this circle. His partner is taken out, and he's just going to take it slow. Walking in. He knows there's some players above him. He doesn't really want to be spotted out. Doesn't really want to take a fight. He's got 3 kills as well, Blaze. So definitely want to keep this going.
Yep. So that's going to be 3 points for his team. And we don't know how that's going to stack up until this first game is going to be over with, when it comes down to, us taking a look at that prize pool, first is going to be 40, second 30, third 20, fourth 17, and fifth is 15. And as you see, 72 hours making it in, picking up that kill as well. He's going to have some more pressure. He was able to take down Saints, but couldn't get Opie. So
OP coming in on the top, had the single square edit out of that floor, and that was a really good push and fight from 72 hours. So he got 4 kills, minimum of 4 points for him and his teammate, and now we're back, looks like, with Thieves here.
All right. You're going to be Thieves. He's going to find him a scar in that engagement. When it comes down to loot, he's looking good. Maybe some more meds, that's it, but as far as his weaponry, golden sawed off, purple scar. I believe he had a blue drum, purple snipe. He's in a good position there. So these guys are good for late game. But as I said, they're going to start getting tagged up a bit. We'll see how good that inventory actually is. And you see he's going to start trying to dominate some of this build that's around him so they can have control over those edits. And now going to make sure he's protecting his east side. He's going to know exactly where this player is. He's going to send his teammate in. He's going to work from over the top. They're going to see these builds, and these builds are going to kind of let them know which area this player is going to be in as well. So they're going to find him towards last minute. They're going to be controlling the edits, and they're going to be able to pick up that kill right there as well.
Yeah, now that play was absolutely ridiculous. You saw him pull out the pickaxe. He wanted to replace the wall. He was able to do so, cut up in the window, and boom, hit him with that sawed-off. So really good. And now Blaze, look at his kill counter. That's 6 kills on Thieves alone. We don't know how many kills Chap has, but they're, not only are they coming close to the very end of the game, you got grenade launchers flying in, but they're getting close to that 8 elimination bonus as well, assuming they haven't hit it already.
Beautiful spot. I'm just gonna make the assumption that they're gonna have it. If not, we'll see if Thieves is able to get that 8 bomb by himself. That's a lot of confidence to start this one off. That's setting the tempo, so to speak. But now, gonna have him. He's gonna mess up on that edit just a little bit, but he's gonna get out the situation, trying to get closer to help his teammate out. He's having a few issues, but now he's gonna finally be able to get that rotation on that wall. Puts himself in a better position. They're gonna have a team towards their south side as well. And being patient.
And this is what I like about this format. Not only were they able to rotate over for the zone, they want to make sure that they're in a good and favorable position, but that aggression, that taking that high ground, that pushing over here is also kind of speaking to the format. It speaks to the fact that they know there are players over here. They have a minimum of 6 kills, and they're trying to get that bonus.
All right, so we got 3 teams in this area. We got BWICoach and Kitty Plays. We got Tim the Tap Man, Ghost Bizzle. We got Thieves. We got Liquid Chap. All of this engagement is that 6 teams, 5 players still unaccounted for on the map. Let's see what they want to do. Who's going to come out on top in this one? So far, it's been Thieves having a good game, but let's switch on over to Tim the Tap Man. I want to see some action from Tim. He's paired up with BWICoach, and we know BWICoach in some of these early summer skirmishes. A lot of people didn't know how well he was going to do, but if there's one thing that you can say about Poach, if there's one word that you can use to describe him, it's definitely composure.
Yeah, for sure. And this strategy, this is something that, you don't see this kind of play in public games a lot. This is going to be called turtling or snaking. It's really where you just start to build on the low ground. You control the low ground. You create your own tunnels. You keep the secrecy of where exactly you're standing, and you spread your builds. You look to take over, and this is going to be an engagement right here.
They're trying to use all their weapons just to break through and get in the build to their opponents, but they're going to get flanked. But they said, Yellow, what you doing, boy? Taking them out with the quickness. Now, you got Tim the Tap Man. He's still going to be alive in a good position as well, but they do find him a kill in the chaos. And as everything happens, we're down to just our last 5 players. Tim the Tap Man looking to come out with a win with BWICoach. Let's see if they can do it. And I do believe Thieves and them may still be alive. We're going to see soon, though.
Yeah, definitely potential. You can see they're just starting to run towards zone, keeping
he got
themselves
knocked out. He
covered.
fell. Thieves fell 27 meters, so he's going to be knocked. So that does mean his teammate is still alive. So that's going to be 2 other members up besides BWICoach and Tim the Tap Man.
And that's going to be a couple more kills, coming out there.
Oh, so they left in a 1v1.
Against Chap.
Okay, Chap, what you going to do, big boy? What you gonna
rotate
do?
For zone, low on shields, but you can see him starting to ramp up. Tim the Tap Man, Poach undeniably have eyes on him,
and they're working together. Just small build error, but they're gonna be working together to get up. Poach, he's looking for the angle. They're trying to control this high ground. We'll see. What does Chap want to do? If he wants to turtle, if he wants to snake and stay low. And it's looking like he's forcing his opponents down low as well. They're just slowly trying to pinpoint exactly where he is. They're going to pull out these SMGs. Actually, they don't need the SMGs. You're going to see Poach drop right on top of Chap. And folks, there you go. BWICoach and Tim the Tap Man coming out on top. Game number 1, victory royale in hand.
The Tomato Man himself was able to get it done with Poach, and Chap and Thieves, man, they were slaying out, potentially got that bonus. That's something they'll have to give us in the standings later on, but a phenomenal performance from Tim the Tap Man and BWICoach there. They were able to kind of rotate early. They got themselves to that zone. They were able to build up and just hold that advantage all the way up until Chap was able to, kind of force himself into the zone. He had to do it. He had to move, and Tim the Tap Man and BWICoach were ready for it.
He did, but even though Poach and Tim may have won that one, I think Thief and Chap may have the top spot. Because we did see that. We believe that they had more than 8 kills, so we know for a fact that was going to be just 13 points off the rip. There in that situation, we saw Poach with just 2 kills. Victory Royale, we know that's going to give him at least 7. Now, unless Tim drop 8 on his own, maybe 10 of his own, I highly doubt they have the #1 spot. It just shows you how important those kills are in the end. Now that victory out is super important with the +5 points, but so far, what would be your overall thoughts of the matchup while we wait for the scores to come in?
Man, I think it was good. I think my thought, coming from this one is I'm loving the format. I think it's high action. You don't want to see a lot of camping here because it's not really beneficial. You could play just for placement, trying to get first place, but even if you make it into the top 5, even if you make it in the top 3, there's no guarantees. So kills are necessary. You have to slay out. You have to get some points the best that you can. Even if you're not hitting that bonus, even if you're not getting the victory royale, this format just breeds action. So I think it played out really well. I think we've got a lot of view of that new double barrel shotgun, and this was the snipe coming out from Nate Hill.
Oh, look at this snapper. Yo, he fried him in that water right there.
Yeah, he did. 72 hours, jumping all the way down, catching out Saint. Wasn't able to get OP, but an amazing play. Just keeping up with him, you know what I mean? Not letting him run away, not letting him reset, but OP did get that kill.
All right, yeah, there you go. Also, the one thing is, we all got our personal favorites. I always be looking for my Gears boys to do well. A lot of them got dropped off early on in this one, and but at the end, hey, Poach, if you've been following this guy's experience and his path since he started off in the Summer Skirmish, you got to be a fan, folks. You got to be a fan. Hillman Tim, they come out on that one. And, we're about to have our full standing sliding in here any moment now. But, overall, it's shaping up to be a great week so far. And it's only going to be our first group as well. We're going to be doing this one for 2 days, correct?
Yeah, this is going to be 2 days. This was the NA Group 2 first game, day 1. And we're going to be moving into day 2 tomorrow as well. So definitely solid performances. You saw a lot of early kills. You saw some late rotations. There was actually one point where it was like the second to the last circle.
Yeah.
And there was 14 people alive. We cast the fight. Next thing you know, we look down. There's only 5 people left. Next thing you know, there's only 3 people left. So lots of action, lots of fights, and it's gonna be a good time.
It is gonna be a good time. Everybody played well in that one. And we saw a few interesting engagements, but folks, this is only just our game #1. If you're just joining us, it was Tim the Tatman and BWICoach coming out on top with this one. And so far, we're seeing all these adjustments, but also the other thing that we can kind of mention, all right, was the was the in-game cinematic that kind of happened, where we saw the lightning and the cube drop for the first time in game 1 of our Summer Skirmish. We're not going to say that was planned at all, but that was definitely something interesting to happen. We saw Lupo and Ninja kind of fooling around with that one.
Yeah, definitely not planned. Epic Games, but we do have the match #1 standings, and Liquid Thieves and Chap coming out on top with 15 points, and OP and Saint,
I didn't see that one.
14 points.
Yeah, I didn't
How
see
many
that one with the kills.
Did they drop?
So it's looking like especially they're not getting the victory royale. So it's looking like 10. It looked like OP and Saint, they had 9 kills combined, while Chap and While Thieves and Chat had 10 kills combined plus their +5, and you're kind of looking down the standings and seeing where everybody else is. Towards the bottom, man, Nate shot a risk at one point.
That's the crazy thing about this format. It was, Tim the Tatman and Chap, or not Chap, it was Tim the Tatman and Poach that got first place, but they only had 2 kills. So that was only 7 points total, putting them at 3rd on the board. So a phenomenal first game. And Blaze, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this test casting. I had a lot of fun. We'll definitely have to do it again. And any last thoughts to wrap this one up?
Yeah, man, it just shows that, the kills matter in this format. You gotta love it. And as you see, I'm gonna leave you guys with this shot from Ninja as you're gonna see this cube start to form at the top. And this is probably the best angle that we got on it as well. So that's just awesome. Just shows how awesome the game is. But folks, that's gonna be it from me and Crashy. You guys have fun. We guys hope you enjoyed the cast as well.
Peace.